there's a video that was just going online about Elevation Church, and I would give credit to my dear sister Sandy White, and also who posted something about this, and then also Bishop Greg Myers Jr. out of the Church of God there in Indianapolis. Credit. He posted this video, and I went to see it for myself. I'm going to let you see it, and put your comments down below, and let me know what you think about Elevation Church in Charlotte, North Carolina, and multiple campuses. Their decision not to use the verbiage Resurrection Sunday for this upcoming Easter Sunday and all that. Let me hear what you have to say about that. And we'll put the comments down below. How about that? What's
Okay, I got to ask. It really stood out to me when you were describing language for invitation. And I think it's really important here to distinguish what Nikki's describing as the starting point for folks and then where you eventually get led to when you actually attend church, and how those are very, very different. The starting point is not the end point. But you said one word we're not going to use in talking about Easter to folks that don't know anything about church is the word resurrection. I think saying we plead the blood of Christ over you, I think it's understandable why we might not use that language, but it's so common in church to be like, you know what's next week? Resurrection Sunday. We often retitle Easter to put that directly into the name. So can you talk about like the decision for why not to use something like that for someone that might be like, wait a minute, why can't we use that?
So just to like be clear, we'll use that in church. You'll hear Pastor Stephen say that. You'll hear our hosts say that from stage. Where we're not using that is outside. And that's because resurrection is not an everyday conversation. If you talk to someone who doesn't know Christ, they are never going to say the word resurrection. There's just not like, it's just not going to be, it's not a word that's in normal language. And so instead of saying, but they do know what Easter is, they do know Easter Sunday. And so we don't Christianize it in the language to people who are far from God. I'd rather say Jesus was raised to life. I'd rather say that. Jesus came back to life again after dying for us. I'd rather say that. It's clear. It's weird. What? How did that happen? But still, like, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I love the way that you've talked about, hey, here's how we're going to talk about with folks that are familiar with the language, and here's how we're not going to talk about it. So there's a source scripture, and that source scripture inspires two different expressions of the language. So for instance, you could say to someone that is not going to ever use the word resurrection, like, hey, we're bringing hope out of hopelessness. Well, what is that? That's resurrection. You take something that's dead and you're bringing it back to life, but it's an accessible language that someone that doesn't have any like experience with, like, wait, what does resurrection mean? It's the same meaning to them, and you can meet them where they're at. And then it sounds like, hey, once we're in church, that's the whole point. Now we're going to lead them to where we want them to be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this. Elevation Church in Charlotte, North Carolina is avoiding using terms like crucifixion, resurrection, etc., in order to attract people to their service this coming Easter Sunday. Put your comments down below. Also, if you'd like to be a blessing, what we're doing here at the RCTV Network on PayPal and Venmo, you can go at the RCTV Network on Cash App at the RCTV Networks with an S, and on Coinbase at Rob Carpenter I if you have cryptocurrency. I'm very interested to know what you think about this. Talk to me. We'll see you next time. Peace.